He's not really focused on anything that's in the room. He's focused in on something on the inside.
With us. And what did he do then?
He is wearing contacts. His eyes, look at that. Look at that circle. He's using contacts that have to be projecting.
Exactly what we should be doing. And I
look at him. It's like the Google Glass stuff, but they're freaking contacts. Look at that.
We should be providing the money the House has passed.
I swear, somebody figure it out. Does that exist?
Hey. Are you playing a video? Yeah. Okay, so look at that. So now, Mojo. Here, let me put up this. Let me put this up. All right, so Mojo is working on embedding other crucial electronics into the lenses. Right now, the prototype gets most of its power and computing capabilities by communicating with a device worn on the wrist. That's expected to change in a new iteration. All right, so you see this right here? It's computing capabilities by communicating with the device worn on the wrist. All right. I would like to submit my next article for the court. What is that? What's that on Joe's wrist? What is that on Joe's wrist? Now, I'm not a button man. But I'm just saying. We were focusing in on an earpiece for so long. What if Joe had a teleprompter in his eyes the whole time? Because, I mean, look. Here's another company that's involved in this. This will tell you a lot. Here's another company that's involved in this kind of technology. And who plays with these guys?
When the user performs the viewing actions, corresponding signals from the sensors are recorded to identify a reference level for the user. After this training session is complete, the lens automatically tracks the user's gaze and provides the required autofocus. The gaze direction is detected based on the
and that kind of looks like Joe a little.
Of eyelid covering the photodiodes. Here, the user is looking straight, so there is no overlap of the photodiodes and the eyelids. Then the user changes his gaze and certain portion of the photodiodes overlap with the eyelids. Based upon the amount and location of eyelid overlap of the photodiodes, the controller determines that the cornea is looking down and inwards towards the nose. Then it can be assumed that the user is focusing on the near field, for example while reading. Based on gaze tracking, the optical power of the central portion of the lens is modified in real time. The optical power is varied by manipulating the shape of the lens. Alternatively, the optical power is varied by manipulating the refractive index of the central portion of the lens using an electric field.
Okay, so let's look at him talking again.
We have not seen any parent application from Google on a display within the contact lens. But we expect that Google will include some sort of display within the lens itself. Researchers at University of Washington have already developed lens display with up to 8 pixel resolution. Such displays can provide simple, useful user interfaces that users can view without looking at the smartphone. We'll love to do actual unboxing of the product when it comes out.
With us. And what did he do then?
He is wearing contacts. His eyes, look at that. Look at that circle. He's using contacts that have to be projecting.
Exactly what we should be doing. And I
look at him. It's like the Google Glass stuff, but they're freaking contacts. Look at that.
We should be providing the money the House has passed.
I swear, somebody figure it out. Does that exist?